Let's take a look at this problem. We got f of x is equal to x to the fourth minus 20x to the third plus 150x squared minus 500x plus 625. And instructions say find the zeros. So we want to set it equal to 0 and solve it. Stupid dog barking. That's my dog. Okay. The fundamental theorem of algebra says that your largest power tells you how many answers you're going to have. Fourth power means we're going to have 4 answers. So let's plug the polynomial on y1 and 0 on y2. So press y equals clear. And I'll do x caret 4. If you're on newer TID4, you have to press your right arrow key to get out of exponent mode. Minus 20x to the third plus 150x squared minus 500x plus 625. If you don't have it there, down arrow to y2, press clear and put a 0. Have to have a 0 on y2 for this process to work. Then I'll do second trace. I want to choose intersect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 maybe. I'll press the enter on first curve, enter on second curve, and let me put 6 in for the guess. That's not a promising sign there. Okay, error, no sign change. Let's do it again. Second trace and choose intersect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we'll do enter on first curve, enter on second curve, and I'll put 5 in for the guess. And it comes back and tells us intersection is x equals 5. Okay. Now why, when I put in 6 or 4 or whatever I did the first time, I don't even remember what I put in, why did it come up with that error? This is coming down and touching at a point and then going back up. Oftentimes when it comes down and touches at a point, it does weird things like that. If you don't actually input the answer as your guess, you will not get your answer. I know that sounds bizarre, but that's the way it is. Sometimes it'll give you a approximate. Like if our answer is 5, it may come back and say your answer is 4.9999985 type of deal. You just do it again, you try 5, and then you'll get the exact answer. Okay, well, let's take the answer we found, plug in our synthetic division. Our largest power is x to the fourth, so across the top I'm write x to the fourth, x to the third, x squared, x, and no x. I write down the numbers in front of them. The number in front of our x to the fourth is 1. The number in front of our x to the third is negative 20. In front of our x squared is 150. In front of our x is negative 500. And then our 625 at the end. Now, we're going to go through a series of adding, multiplying over and over till we're done. 1 plus nothing is 1. Multiply the number in a box, but number we put down there. 5 times 1 is 5. Add. Negative 20 and 5 is negative 15. Multiply. 5 times negative 15 is negative 75. Add. 150 minus 75 is 75. Multiply. You always multiply the number in a box, but number you just put down there. That's what is that? 5, 2, 35, 375. Add. Negative 500 plus 375 is negative 125, I believe. Multiply. Number in the box, but number you put down there. 5 times negative 125 is negative 625. Add. 625 minus 625 is 0. So we got 0 there. That means that x equals 5 is our first answer. Whenever you get a 0 as a remainder, then that's what that indicates. Now, we started out as x to the fourth. This is now down to x to the third. Now, since the only answer we got from the calculator was 5, it's probably a good idea that it repeats, especially since it came down and touched at a point. So let's try 5 again. We're going to plug it in the line we just found. Okay, I'm going to add, multiply. 5 times 1 is 5. Add. Negative 15 and 5 gives us negative 10. Multiply. 5 times negative 10 is negative 50. Add. 75 minus 50 is 25. Multiply. 5 times 25 is 125. And we get 0 again, which means that x is equal to 5 is our second answer. Well, it's now down to x squared, but the question becomes, well, is it our third answer? Let's try it again. You'll know if you get a zero's remainder, that means it's your third answer. So I'm going to add, multiply, add, multiply, add, and we get 0 yet again. So that's our third answer. And now, each answer you find takes it down one more degree. So this went from x squared to x. And this is our no x. So we're left with x minus 5 equals 0, which gives us x is equal to 5. Now our degree, our largest power of x, was 4. That tells us we're going to have 4 answers. And we have 4 numbers circled. They're all the same, but the fundamental theorem of algebra doesn't say they're not going to repeat. It just says you're going to have 4 answers.